The Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game has over 10,000 unique cards for players to collect, trade, and construct their own personal decks. But what would happen if players only had access to the bare minimum? In this series, both the TheRJB0 and myself will each open a very select amount of sealed product. Once we open that product, we must build a deck using only those specific cards pulled, that's it. And at the end of each episode, we discard the entirety of our pulls to the graveyard and start from scratch with a new product. Every card counts. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Showdown. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got another weird episode on our hands. We have the Collectible Tins 2012. I don't understand why when they release the tins, they release them in Wave 1, Wave 2, and for this episode, Wave 2.5 in the instance of the Prophecy Destroyer tin, although it looks quite badass. So there's only like 25 packs for us to open across 3 sets. It's all like Order of Chaos, Galactic Overlord, and Photon Shockwave, I think. What's more interesting is the fact that we have like a metric fuck ton of promos to look at. So going down here for Wave 1, we have a Dolka, a Gen X Neutron, Scrap Dragon, Dark Highlander, and then Excalibur, we have Heroic Champion Excalibur, obviously, Blizzard Princess, Wind-Up Rabbit, Evils or Logia, and then Zen Mains as well. For Wave 2, we have Hanzo, Max C, although in a series like this, I'm not sure if Max C is going to be very good, Tour Guide, Shockmaster, Heliopolis, Malefic Truth Dragon, X-Saber, Sauza, Leviair, and Rescue Rabbit. And for 2.5, we have Prophecy Destroyer, Endless Decay, Steel Swarm Roach, Photon Strike Bouncer, and Infernity Barrier. So no shortage of cards in the extra deck, that's for sure. And there's some pretty powerful cards for the main deck as well. We've got 25 packs to crack. Let's get into it.
While it felt good to beat Alex's face in with Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 8, it's time for me to get back into my element. The absolute disgusting garbage that is tin episodes. We're only opening 25 packs, and they're 25 of the worst packs ever printed, but our promos are going to make up for those in spades. Let's see what we can get to supplement the ridiculous things that we get guaranteed.
So the pack opener has decided to start us with Galactic Overlord. I think it's because it's alphabetical, but 10 packs of this. Let's see what we get in our first pack. For those of you who might remember, this is the Hieratic set, and we're starting off with a set. I would like to see Nebthet. I think that's the one that pops monsters. The set's not terrible because it's a normal summonable one, and hopefully the light cards, like the Light Ray Gearfried or the Daedalus, those are the cards I think we want out of here. Won't complain about a Nitwit Outwit because I'm not sure how easily we're going to have access to removal. Berserk Scales is also not the worst either. Hey, there's a Nebthet and a Tefnuit as well. Hieratic Seal of Supremacy also isn't the worst, and there's a Sue. So the more Hieratics we get, the more we can just assemble like a somewhat competent strategy, regardless of anything else that we pull. Well, there's an ultimate rare, Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. I don't think we're summoning this because that is way too tall of an order, but we did get a Nebthet and another Asset as well, and a Sue. I just completely missed that the first time. I'm also very tilted seeing this Hieratic Seal of the Sun Dragon Overlord, because that could have won me the Galactic Overlord episode if I was playing it, funny enough. Yo, there's a Big Eye, although I'm not certain if we have access to 7s in our deck, but that's an insane pull. Convocation to go with another Asset and Sue. Our Hieratic package is looking nice. All right, only a couple of packs left of Galactic Overlord, and honestly, I don't think I can complain. We may just have a competent deck already. I think I would like to see just like Light Ray Daedalus or like some of the Light Ray bombs that like made this set so powerful. There's the Ghost Rare Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, another card we're probably not going to be playing. I am happy to see Hieratic Seal of Banishment because this is removal, and if we do end up playing Hieratics, which it seems like we're going to, that's going to be a nice card to have in our deck. And for the last pack, pack, it is another convocation. Daedalus as well. I think that might be our first one. I'd have to double check the polls because I don't remember seeing any others. I maybe thought it was something higher than a common, but in any case, Wattail Dragon is also nice. I think we already pulled one though. I'm excited. We still have more packs to open and our deck's already looking fierce. Let's move on to Order of Chaos.
Looks like as a starting with Galactic Overlord going in backwards order here. Light Ray Sorcerer is not bad right off the bat. If we get one of the other Light Ray monsters to work with, that is a pretty good card. Evolzar Darwino is suspect, but if we can get an Evolzar Solda, then that is a very good pull. Cameraclops, also great to see. Storm and Berserk Scales, also potentially really strong. Next pack, a Tefnuit. I'm glad to see that. Just a big guy, if nothing else, and a second Cameraclops. I'll take it. It would be nice if we could pull more hieratic stuff to work with, but that's a little bit of a pipe dream in 10 packs. A hieratic Seal of Banishment, however, is a pretty good payoff for the hieratics if we get them. Happy to see that card. There's a Light Ray Diabolos. This is a very, very good payoff for light monsters, especially since we've got our third Cameraclops. If we get more copies of this card or Light Ray Daedalus or both, I'm definitely going to look to play around those. A hieratic Dragon of Su, also pretty good. Tasuke Knight. We're going to find out what that is, but first, Gaga Gardna and Nitwit Outwit are both very strong, and a Wattail Dragon is a great tribute summon. Oh, this card's kind of nuts. I'll happily take this. Evo Price and number 7 Lucky Straight. This card is extremely good in Dragon Ruler format, but unfortunately, I don't think we have the 7s to make it work. A Nebthet is great to see. If we can get more hieratics to work with, I'll be very happy. Going to be looking out for Essets and Sus after this. This card is glued to me. Oh, Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon is really bad, but Light Ray Daedalus, Gaga Gardna, Berserk Scales, and Mini Guts are all very good cards, and if we have enough spell cards to work with, that Wacky Magic isn't bad either. More Cameraclops. And a Storm. Okay. There's the Rocket Arrow Express. What do you think? Should I live my anime dreams this time? All right, last pack of Galactic Overlord. Let's see what we can get. Draco Connection as the rare. Honestly, I want to say this card is okay. Let's take a look. Reveal one Dragon-type monster in your hand, add a Dragon-type monster with the same level from your deck to your hand, then shuffle the revealed monster into the deck. Okay, I could see myself playing that with the Hieratics in play. Let's check out Order of Chaos.
All right, it's only 6 packs of Order of Chaos. This should go a little bit quicker. I'm not really sure what we're looking for in all honesty. It's kind of what synergizes with Hieratic, I suppose. Huge Revolution is okay, but I'm not sure if there's like many things that this is going to be negating. Upstart Golden Ninja could be useful depending on how the rest of our deck looks. You know, come to think of it, with Upstart Golden Ninja, we already have Hanzo, and we actually have rank 4s courtesy of the tins that we might want to go into. So playing Upstart Golden Ninja may not be the worst, especially if we can find some decent traps to play as well. There's a copy of Solda. Unfortunately, this does require dinosaurs, so we would have to play the dinosaurs from this set in order to summon Solda, but man, that would have been so nice if we could use the Hieratics for this. But that's not a terrible card. We should see if we can actually play that. Last 2 packs of Order of Chaos. Anything good in the close? Nothing. Evo Instant is actually okay, but again, if we don't have enough of the cards to support that archetype, it's probably not worth playing. I think our Hieratic pulls look a little bit better by consequence of the fact we open more packs of Galactic Overlord. Okay, there's number C39, Utopia Ray. That's our second Ghost Rare. That's absurd. The important part about this, though, is that we get to get our revenge on Robert for him just annihilating us with this card in the Order of Chaos episode. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But last up is Photon Shockwave. Honestly, I'm excited because our deck's looking insane. Let's get into it.
Not much so far. Order of Chaos is a little bit suspect compared to the others. A Shocktopus is great to see, and an Upstart Golden Ninja will absolutely supplement the Hanzo we already have. We're doing it again, baby! Utopia Ray! This is just a run back of every holo pull I've gotten before. Variable form is also an interesting thing for Insectors if we get the payoffs for it, which in 6 packs, probably not. An Insector Hopper, sure. Interplanetary Purpley Thorny Dragon is great, and Koala. We would have to hard fusion summon this card, but it's pretty good. I'll be thinking about that one. Pack number 4, another Masked Ninja Abisu. Wow, this pack is just terrible. And finally, a Wind-Up Carrier Zen Mighty. I don't expect that this card is going to make much of a difference to us, but it could. No, this card isn't going to do jack. All right, last pack of Order of Chaos. A number 96 Dark Mist. This card is really good in agents around this time, but I'm not sure that's going to be a good enough payoff for 2s for it to be worth us going into 2s. Another Shocktopus is great though. We're getting 1s and 2s of pretty much all the great commons that are in these sets. Let's check out Photon Shockwave and see if anything compelling comes to the forefront.
9 packs of this, so there is possibly a lot of cards in here that could be useful to us, although in this first pack, it doesn't look like there's too much. Black Ray Lancer for the super rare. We'd have to find a way to play that because that needs waters, but it's a hollow. Good old Senior Silver Ninja making a return. He was like the champion of this pack, but I think we've got some better tributes this time around. Our hollow luck has been crazy. That's a wind-up kitten. This card's not terrible, honestly. This might be worth just having somewhere, whether it's the main or the side deck.
Starting off with not a lot. Needle Sunfish is an okay card. Ego Boost is pretty good. Champion's Vigilance is very funny if we get a monster big enough to work with. And Illuminize is definitely good in a deck that is as focused on light monsters as we are. But we still have to figure out an out to the big imposing card of the format, Wind Up Zenmaines. Well, I have found my out to Zenmaines. Mataion the Time Lord was actually one of the primary cards used to out that monster during this time period. This is honestly possibly the best pull I could have gotten in these packs. And a second Ego Boost ain't bad to follow it up. God, the fact that Mataion also goes back into the deck, this is so nutty. Copy Knight's okay. I'm not sure what our warrior lineup looks like besides our Hanzo. A Senior Silver Ninja is pretty good to bring back Hanzo and Upstart if we choose to go that direction. Not a terribly inspiring pack. Tribe Shocking Virus is okay in this format, as is One Day of Peace, and that's our third Ego Boost. I'll take it. A second Evolzar Logia. I unfortunately don't think we have the Evolzars to back this card up, and I don't think we're going to get them. Unfortunately, I think Evolzar Logia is just going to be a dud for us. God, I wish that was good this time. The Wind Up Knight is a very solid card. I'll happily take that one. As is another Luminize, we've got a very good light lineup to work with. Here's an Evolzar Volcano, okay. Vylon Ohm is an interesting one to think about. I think this gives us back an equip spell if it dies, which could be decent. Mirror Mail is also like a really bad, it's bad. Fiery Fervor, though, is great. I do hope to see 3 copies of that card. A second Wind Up Knight. I'll happily take it. There's the Rabbit Dragon as our payoff to Champion's Vigilance, but I'm not really sure that's going to be good enough. I also just noticed that we have a couple of Needle Sunfish, and this might be our first Shark stickers. That's a really good way to get into Zenmaines. And finally, Junk Defender. There's another Luminize. I'll happily take that one. This is an okay set of pulls. Not really sure what to make of it, but honestly, we got Mataion. We got a pretty good light lineup. I probably couldn't be happier.
All right, last few packs of Photon Shockwave. Let's see what we get. Nothing too crazy in this one. Monster Slots is actually not terrible, potentially. That could be like an okay playable card for us. Last pack, anything good? Didn't look like it immediately. Like Icy Crevasse, One Day of Peace. Nothing like too crazy in these Photon Shockwave packs, in all honesty, but that's perfectly fine. I think our Galactic Overlord packs were like above average, for especially only opening 10. So I'm looking forward to building that. It looks like Hieratics are probably going to be the move, but I have to look at all of our promos in total just because there's so many to go through, and that could possibly shift our strategy one way or another. Let's get to building.
This is a bizarre one. I got some kind of sick stuff. I mean, the Utopia Ray is wild. Mataion is actually a really good out to Zenmaines, which I think is going to be one of the main things that we're going to be trying to do in here, so to speak. And I think I have a cool tech in Space Cyclone. I think we have access to a variety of Xyz monsters that are pretty good, and Space Cyclone is going to be good for dealing with them, especially Zenmaines or maybe Shockmaster. My deck is mostly focused on things like Light Ray Diabolos and Light Ray Daedalus. Because of the Utopia Ray package, it's really easy for me to get multiple light monsters in the graveyard in order to get these cards on the board. Endless Decay is another sick payoff. Even if it's just for a tribute summon, you can still give him a huge amount of attack early on in the game. The rest of it is light monsters and things that are focused around making the Utopia Ray package, and then at the bottom, some level 3s that I can work with to get into Zen mains. Needle's Sunfish is cool because it's kind of a bad battle trick. A Creepy Coney is just a 1900 defender. It's kind of the most suspect out of all of them, but then Wind Up Rabbit, one of my favorite cards ever, and Junk Defender, which is kind of Battle Fader, and of course Metaion to out all the Xyz monsters. The rest is all the back row that I got. I didn't get a huge amount of back row to work with, and the one that I'm most worried about is Fiery Fervor. All of the back row that I got activates before the damage step, and Fiery Fervor is really good in the damage step. I'm hoping that doesn't make a difference. Our side deck is kind of just stuff I could go into depending on which part of my strategy is more important. Storm is good for getting rid of back row if I'm threatened by Alex's. Zen Malfunction is good for bringing back our windups, which could be important for getting into Xyz plays. Xyz Wrath, in case I want to be protecting our Xyz monster. I think we're going to be getting it into it faster than Alex's, and if Alex is on Hieratics. My Hieratic pool was garbage. If his is good, this is going to be a card we're going to need to look into. A couple of additional consistency tools, some 1800s, a Rocket Arrow Express for the memes, a Shark Stickers to help me make those rank 3 Xyz, a couple of Gaga Gardenas, and one more Creepy Coney for the road. I don't see this episode being one of our more exciting ones, but that was my opinion on Return of the Duelist, and you all saw what happened there. Let's get into the games.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, this deck actually looks quite good, and I'm curious to see how it goes compared to what Robert's bringing to the table. Honestly, his deck could probably look pretty similar considering Galactic Overlord had the most packs out of everything that we had, but we'll see. Anything's possible. Usually his pack luck is terrible too. So let's do the card by card. So we're playing like a very heavy light emphasis deck. Shocker, right? Because we're playing Hieratics, but it's neat because we have some synergies now that we didn't before, just because we're using multiple sets. So first we have 3 Bright Stars, just a 1900. It can also modulate levels, which is somewhat relevant because we could actually get into something like Strike Bouncer a little bit more easily. We could turn something else into like a 6, and if we have like a Sue out, we could just make Strike Bouncer that way, so that's kind of cool. Camera Clops is just a way to deal with stuff that's like annoying. We have 1 Flame Armor Ninja to go with our ninja package of Hanzo and 2 Upstart Golden Ninja. I'm playing 4 ninjas because with 2 Upstarts, we can actually use their effects twice and then potentially go into 2 rank 4s, and we have a few to choose from, so I figure having 1 extra ninja for that's actually pretty good. Gen X Neutron, funny enough, is a light, so 1800's pretty good. The effect I think is actually irrelevant, but that's fine. We have a triple a set for our Hieratics with 2 Nepthet, triple Sue, and a Tefnuit, which is really all we need. I mean, that's just like monster removal, spell, trap removal, a normal summon, and a special summon. That's like all we could ever ask for. 1 Light Ray Daedalus, didn't pull any other bombs, but that's okay. Light Ray Greffer kind of sucks, but he's 17, and he's like also okay because we can special him to get a monster out if we need a tribute, so that's good. We have our ninja package, and then we're playing 1 of each of the vanillas, so we have 1 Wattail, and unfortunately we are playing a Hieratic Seal of the Sun Dragon Overlord, and the reason for that is because we do have access to Heliopolis, so there is a world where if we summon this and like bring out a set, we can turn them all into 8s and go into Heliopolis and just nuke the field, which would be insane. For the spells, triple Berserk Scales is just a battle trick, double Convocation to get whichever Hieratic we need, double Supremacy because this card's nice because we can just special summon out like a big Hieratic, and that's like good enough most of the time. Double monster slots. I wasn't playing this last time, but I feel like I should have. We don't have like all the same level, but we have enough 4s, and I think there's like enough to make this card worth running. We could always side it out if it ends up not working out. Photon Lead's okay because we have a lot of level 4 lights that we can just get to the field for free, which is quite good for either tribute summoning or for damage. And then the traps, 2 Ninjutsu Armor Art of Freezing. This card's just good because it's a negate attack with ninjas, but it's just something we can search with Hanzo as well, so that's pretty good. We have 1 Heartfelt Appeal, which is a very funny interruption. Hieratic Seal of Banishment to deal with stuff like Zen mains, hopefully. 2 Luminize. Our whole deck is light, so we can actually take advantage of this. This is just another battle negate, but also pumps up our monster by the attack. And 2 Nitwit Outwit, again, just continuing our tradition of battle tricks. Then the extra deck's just like everything that we can possibly play, but we can only use maybe like a third of what we have in here. So there's a Scrap Dragon, a Dolka, a Lagia, a Solda. Excalibur's neat because the ninjas are all warriors, so we can actually summon that rather easily. Heliopolis is very dual doable. Levier, I don't think we even have 3s in this deck. No, so we're not playing this or Zen mains. Big Eye, I don't think we can make 7s, but if we could, that'd be kind of sick. Shockmaster could actually be made as well. Utopia with Ray is quite funny, just because Robert played this against us last time, so hopefully we can get our revenge. Strike Bouncer is very playable in this episode, so hopefully we get to bring him out. And Roach is like fine. He's not the best, but he's okay. The side deck, we have another Ninja, an Aqua Armor Ninja. I could play something else like Mass Ninja Ebisu, but I like this because he is just another like attack negator type card most of the time, so I figure there is some value there. We're typically just making a rank 4 anyway. We have Daybreaker as another light. He's just 17. Endless Decay is very funny because if we just bring this out, his attack will become half of our opponent's life points. So in the early stages of the game, this thing is just 4,000 attack for no reason, so sure, why not? Gaga Guardian is just like a neat little card that can interact with Robert. Max C could be good. It depends if he's on Hieratic or not. I mean, there's like an instance where if he has Upstart Golden Ninja, Maxi's insane because then we can actually possibly plus off of it or stop him from Xyz summoning altogether. Prophecy Destroyer is just like a big tribute, but his art looks sick, so I threw him in here. I don't think we're playing Wind Up Rabbit, but I have it here just in case. Full Force Strike for like defense, monster slots in case we want to have like more Upstart Goblins. Gamma Shara, this card's terrible, but it's here. So same thing with Icy Crevasse and Huge Revolution. There's so many niche cards that like could or could not come up. I just threw in whatever. So I can't wait to see what Robert brought to the table. It's gonna be a fun episode. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Oh, Robert, you and I just love these 10 episodes, don't we? They always like seem so weird because the amount of cards we actually get is so low compared to like a typical episode. Or it's not that the quantity of packs is low. It's that because it's across multiple sets, it's harder to build a deck, I feel like. How do you feel?
Absolutely. I came to a strategy, but that's a little bit of a generous way to describe it. I think we were helped quite a bit by the absolutely unbelievable promos we get this episode.
Yeah, the promos are insane, and it's interesting because they give you a lot of leeway in terms of like giving your deck something to build towards, which we don't typically get unless we get lucky in the opening. And so it'll be curious to see which promos you ended up picking up and which ones you left, because I think there is a chance that we could like opt to go different routes depending on the way it plays out. So let's get into it. I'm excited. Shout out the patron, Joshua Zawada. Thank you for the support. I have not been doing good with rolling my die lately, but I'm gonna keep going. And
okay, this is certainly going better than it could have. Oh wow, we're just okay.
Don't you do it? Don't you?
Oh,
okay, okay,
right, okay, all right.
Don't do it, Robert. Don't.
No!
Yes! Woo!
It's
That's
over.
like the first time I've won in like a week across any series. All right. I guess we're going first. We still get to draw. I imagine we're gonna be drawn for turn for a while in this series.
It's gonna be a while. This
series
is a minor slog.
This hand looks kind of cracked. I'm not gonna
like to hear that.
Main phase 1. The question is how I want to play it, and I think I know the answer. I am going to normal summon Gen X Neutron.
Oh, all right.
One of our lovely promos, as a matter of fact. And I will proceed to the end phase.
Okay.
And I will not activate the effect because
I was going to say.
Actually, that may not be true, but I'm not playing one. So shocker.
I think
Go
the
ahead.
closest one in release date to this is Unknown Synchron in Extreme Victory.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate. Like, Tour Guide, I think the only targets for Tour Guide in all of our sets are Tour Bus, which is a secret, so good luck. And I think Infernity Knight is the other one.
That's hilarious. I'm going to start by special summoning Tefnuit.
Shit. Okay, well, that's the punish for this play.
It is. Unfortunately, Tefnuit can't attack this turn. But I do have a copy of Wind Up Night to follow it up with.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And I'm going to go into battle. And I am going to attack with Wind Up Night. And I imagine you don't have anything before damage.
A Berserk Scales?
You do absolutely sense a Berserk Scales.
Okay. So I'm going to take 1,000. Your Wind Up Knight's going to go to 28. This is a cool combo here because your Wind Up Knight actually can protect itself.
Exactly. And main phase 2, I'm going to set a back row, and I'm going to let you have it.
Okay. Pretty strong turn, not going to lie. I'll draw. Your Wind Up Knight is now down to 0 attack.
Yep.
And that's permanent. But again, you do have the protection. And if you have something to tribute it off, then it isn't the end of the world anyway. Okay. I feel like I'm going to have to do this at some point anyway, so I may as well do it now. I'm going to normal summon Upstart Golden Ninja.
Oh, okay. All right. I see you. Go right ahead.
I will attempt to activate the effect.
Its effect will resolve.
I will discard Armor Ninjutsu Art of Freezing, and we will go ahead and get our friend here. I think I want to go for Hanzo, because Hanzo's pretty cool, but
Hanzo's a solid one.
I think instead, I'm actually going to grab my friend Flame Armor Ninja here. Then we're just going to overlay. And lose immediately to Hieratic Seal of Banishment. But honestly, I don't think we have much of a choice in any case. We're going to go for a blank Utopia.
Oh, okay. I see where this is going.
I pulled it, buddy.
There it is.
We got the ray. Okay, I got to try something here. So let's try to go for the Tefnuit, I guess.
Would you like to proceed to damage step?
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is even more humiliating. Yeah, sure.
I'll activate my second Berserk Scales.
Excellent. Fantastic. All right. I could have raised my Utopia Ray.
You could not. Your life points are too high.
Oh, yeah. I don't have the life points.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so I couldn't even done this anyway. Okay, so your Tefnuit goes to 31 to my 25, so I lose 6. And that's my turn. Go
Now it is a hot
now I'm
100.
2 Berserk Scaled monsters.
Okay, I'm going to normal something a little bit silly here. I'm going to normal summon Tosuke Knight.
Okay, cool.
And I am also going to create the overlay network for, you guessed it, number 39 Utopia.
You got it again! Oh my god! I thought I was gonna be the only one to have the ray.
Old friends.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's like a world where actually the plan is to go into Roach so you can't do hieratic things, but I feel like if you were going to do hieratic things, you were going to start last turn. So I am going to switch my Tefnuit to defense. You're
going to regret not getting that 100 damage in, Robert.
I'm sure I will, and I'll attack in for a clean 25.
All right, I'll take the 25. That's fine.
All right, and it is your go.
I do find it funny, the first Xyz monster we've both summoned is not one that we got in the tins of all.
True.
Main phase 1, I'm going to out your Utopia Ray.
Oh no, the camera clops.
The camera clops is coming. I've learned from my ways last time. The camera clops is insane. So I'll just set another back row.
Ooh, a back row. That's not good for me. Oh, that's actually a pretty good card. Wish I drew it earlier, but I'm not going to front about having a Shocktopus.
Shocktopus! There he is. That's
too
fine.
Strong. I'll attack in with Shocktopus.
He is too strong. I'll take 200. Unfortunately, my camera clops is not long for this earth.
True. That's pretty much what I got here.
Okay. We'll go main 1. I'm going to bring out Bright Star Dragon.
That's a beefy one, yeah.
Not bad. I am going to activate monster slots.
Ooh, that's a pretty good card.
Yeah, let's get gambling. So I'm going to target the Bright Star. We're going to banish... I can banish any of these. I don't think any of this matters. I'll banish Flame Armor Ninja. Let's see what we hit. You ready to get Millen?
Let's get Millen.
Hey!
Oh, damn. That's a pretty good mill, too.
It'd be pretty good if I had a trap card in my hand. This is pretty good, though, because I get to do a bit of cleanup work. So we'll go battle. We will go upstart in here.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that's 14. Never mind. It's a defense.
Oh, yeah,
it's defense is 14. Never mind. I lied. I lied. Never mind. We'll just take out the Shocktopus then in that case. You can take 3.
Okay. I will take 3, and then I will equip... Whoa, that's not what we're doing. Hold up. Get back here, Tefnuit. All right.
Going to equip the Shocktopus to my Bright Star.
I will. You will have a 0 attack point Bright Star, and I'm also going to summon myself an interplanetary purpley thorny dragon.
Purple thorny. Oh my god, that's
a big guy.
That's pretty good. Man, your hand was pretty cracked. All right, second main. Thankfully, I can overlay these 4s. I don't know if there's anything good I can make. Can we play by Battle Pack 3 rules and pretend that these are dinosaurs for a moment?
God, I wish.
I do as well. And Purple Thorny's a problem. I actually think I'm just not even going to overlay. I don't have, like, anything good.
Fair enough.
I'm going to throw this Ninja in defense. For some reason, I thought Berserk Scales made it both 0. So I'm just, like, out of my head. So Shocktopus is still up on the field here, so I will just give this back to you.
All right, appreciated.
And my Bright Star is at 0, and I can't change battle position, so you can go.
All right, draw for turn. Not a terrible one. I will absolutely take it. Wait a minute.
Don't tell me you have lethal.
I don't have lethal. Unfortunate. Bright Star Dragon can only increase other monsters' levels. I was really hoping I could go into Strike Bouncer.
I love how this card has that balancing mechanism a part of it, because like otherwise this card would be cracked if you could do it
Yeah,
yourself.
I would have absolutely been going for like hardcore like Photon Strike Bouncer turbo thing here.
Of course.
In the meantime, there's no shot that I can just like really slow roll a Heliopolis here. Sure, I'll use it to make Tefnuit a level 8. Just in case. All right, let's go to battle. I am going to swing in with Thorny.
Makes sense. So I take 22. It is funny that Heliopolis is actually an option in our episode.
It is. All right. That is what I have for you.
God, that Bright Star was so fucking clutch for you, because Ninja had 1,800 defense, and that is so clutch for me. First of all, your Shocktopus is gone, buddy, but normal summon Hieratic Dragon.
Oh,
of the
God,
set,
and
finally.
now you do get to do Hieratic things.
I do, yes. So we're going to sack off the Asset. We're going to go for the Nepthet here.
No bueno.
Trigger the Asset. So let's go ahead and get our Dragon-type normal monster here. Who do we want? I'm going to go for Wattail.
Okay.
I think this is probably the better line. So we're going to declare Nepthet, and once you see that I'm tributing the Sue out of my hand, you'll see where this is going.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Purple Thorny.
Yeah, there goes Thorny.
I guess we'll trigger the Sue.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have a second Wattail, but more monsters never hurt anyone. Right?
Yeah, that's actually
let's just
crucial for me. Yeah.
Yeah, because I could have made Strike Bouncer here, which would have been insane, but unfortunately I cannot.
Destroyed me.
Yeah. I will just hit you for 100 in that case.
Okay, I'll take the 100.
And, that's fine. I could have done something a little bit differently, but that's okay.
Okay,
we'll see if I get punished for it.
Let's switch Tefnuit. I think if you manage to get to a Wattail Dragon... Oh, Wattail... Oh, is 0/0. Okay.
It's 0/0. Yeah.
If you manage to get to another Hieratic monster or to a second Wattail actually starts posing a huge problem for me here, and I'm going to attack into it.
Sure. You got the life points to afford it.
Yeah. Main phase 2, I'm going to set a monster, set a back row, and pass.
He's all in. I'll draw. Let's go battle. Let's try it.
I will Luminize here.
Luminize. Okay, so you negate and you gain 2,000 attack points.
That is correct.
Which is funny because it restores the 2,000 that it lost, hilariously enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pretty much exactly.
Else that wouldn't pass.
This is where I get absolutely dumpstered by Fiery Fervor. Hold up. I think there's a really good chance that you've been holding for Fiery Fervor because none of my monsters have had different attack stats than they started with.
Will this be the second time that card wipes you out, Robert?
There's a good chance. I'm going to try for it. Let's see if we can crash. If it's Fiery Fervor, I mean, pretty much anything in this format stops this.
I'm not happy about this, but I am going to Hieratic Seal of Banishment.
Wow.
To get rid of it.
Okay. Damn, and that is a Hieratic Seal. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so this is where I messed up. I'm not used to playing the 8, so I could have actually had Shock Bouncer plus this if I would have just sacked my Nepthet for Sue. But I forgot that this counts as a Hieratic still. So a little bit of a misplay on my part. If it costs me, so be it.
That's okay. I think you're still in pretty good shape for this. I'm going to pass.
We'll see. I mean, Nepthet is pretty good when I draw another copy to use its effect.
Oh! It is a creepy Coney.
Yeah, creepy Cody. Let's go. Okay, so since we tributed our Nebthet, we can go ahead and bring back our good old Wattail.
Okay.
I guess. 2K. Let's get in.
I will take 2K.
And that's it for me.
All right, draw for turn. That's not a terrible top deck. Okay, what does this do for me? This could be something. I am going to normal summon Wind Up Knight off the top.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
And I will go into battle phase and I'll swing into Wattail.
Sure. That gives you a window. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll pass the turn.
Bright Star Dragon off the top. Come on. Shit. All right. We'll just waste the attack here.
All right. Yep. You've used it.
Second main. I'll throw this down. Go ahead.
All right. Draw for turn. That's actually so good under these exact circumstances. There's a really good chance that this still doesn't do it for me, but I'm going to try for it. I'm going to normal summon Needle Sunfish.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to go to battle. I'm going to swing into the Nebthet. I'll take
You're
my
going to take 5. Then reduce my Nebthet to 15, then hit over with the Knight.
That is the plan.
And you got it, buddy.
Oh my god, it was that Nebthet versus the world for a while.
Yep.
I am glad that we are out of that one. I will pass the turn.
We're still in it, but we're going to need a miracle here. And, wow. I cannot believe... I think I fucking hunted that. That's insane.
That's incredible.
I'm going through my head and just I could have played so many things so different. I also could have just not sacked the Nebthet for that set Creepy Coney. Like there was no need to do that. And then that would have given me the fodder then the following turn to pop your Wind Up Knight. So I think I just misread the whole situation in so many different instances in that game. So I'm gonna try to slow down a bit here and hopefully we'll do a little bit better this game. Oh my god, looking at this hand, I don't think that's gonna help. Best of luck, buddy.
Best of luck to you, too. I will say I don't think that was a terrible read. There are a lot of guys with big defense that do make a difference for things like Xyz summoning in this format.
That's what I was afraid of, but maybe it's just hindsight at the end of the day. Main one, not the craziest start here. I'm going to go set 1, set 2, and we'll throw it back.
Interesting. I wonder what that set might be.
Perhaps it is a creepy Coney of my own.
Perhaps the Coney is about to be creepy. I'm going to run out one of my favorite monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! History, Wind Up Rabbit.
I knew you were going to play this. Yep.
And I will make an attempt on your face down.
She will not get through. It is Gagaga Gardna.
Ooh, I'll take the 600. Gardna is a pretty strong card.
Not bad.
And
yeah.
I'll pass the turn on this.
Okay. We'll draw. Go main 1. So a bit of an interesting situation here. I could try to make an attack on the rabbit. Problem is you can just tag out, and that's 100% what you're going to do. Let's do it anyway. Let's go to battle.
Okay. BRB.
Okay. I'll hit you direct then.
You will hit a Junk Defender.
Oh, no, not the Junk Defender. This was my card from the whatever episode we played this card. This card's... Oh, my God. This is like the world's worst Battle Fader, but it's good enough.
It is.
It's good enough.
But it is a Battle Fader.
Yeah, okay. Second main. This is about to get very bad for me. I'm going to set 2 cards face down and throw it back.
All right. Draw for turn. During the standby phase, I will welcome our good friend Wind Up Rabbit back to the field. And Alex... Junk Defender boasts one advantage over Battle Fader, and that is that it is a level 3 for the purpose of overlaying into a good friend of mine, Wind Up Zen Mains.
Yes, that is correct.
We don't get that yet. We have moved to the point in the format where this card matters. Now, I'm actually trying to decide if I want to bother summoning this into attack and trying to crash with your Gardna. You could have hieratic Seal of Banishment, but aside from that, there are not many main deckable end phase or outs to Zen mains. I'm actually going to summon the Zen mains in defense and use my normal summon that I bought by special summoning that Junk Defender on a Shocktopus.
Sure.
Let's go into battle phase. I will attack into Gaga Gardna.
This is interesting. So if I let my Gardna live, you'll just get shocked by the Shocktopus, which is a bit frustrating. But I kind of like having my Gardna around, so I think we're going to have to do it. I will, in damage step, if you'll allow it, I will try to Berserk Scales.
That is perfectly fine. I'll take the 9.
And I'll take the Shocktopus.
And I guess, yeah, there's probably no point in using the Shocktopus here, since it's going to go to 0 anyway. But I will use it, and I will pass the turn to you.
It does boast the advantage that I can't switch Gardna back to defense, so that's the main reason to keep it around. I'll draw. That's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. The question is it good enough? Well, that's annoying, but I may not have much of a choice regardless. So, let's boogie. I will run out. Upstart, Golden Ninja.
Oh no. Yeah.
I will activate the effect.
Uh-huh.
I think you already pieced together where this is going, buddy.
I think I know what's
this time we're
up
going to summon
here.
out Aqua Armor Ninja. And we are going to perform an Xyz summon of our own. But, buddy, we are using 3 materials for Shockmaster. Never thought we'd be summoning this card in sealed, I'll be completely honest.
Oh, no.
So, this isn't as good as you might think, because the problem is Shockmaster doesn't stop continuous effects, but it will stop the effect of your Zen mains, which is good enough for me. So we'll fire the Shockmaster here. Let's get rid of this ninja. And let's just try to get a material off.
I will detach one for Zen mains. I'm guessing you're calling Monster.
Yes, I'm going to call Monster. Sorry, I didn't clarify. Excuse me. And then Shocktopus is gone as well.
Oh, yes. Gotta remember the Shocktopus.
We just have to ride this Shockmaster to victory.
All right, draw for turn. I think the plan here is to set a back row and pass turn.
Okay. We'll draw. Stand by main. Let's go ahead and... what am I worried about? I know we have like a few annoying traps in our format. Let's go Shockmaster.
Okay.
I will call Monster once again.
Okay.
I'm going to run out Flame Armor Ninja.
Interesting. Okay.
Monster slots.
Oh, boy. That's really strong. Yeah.
Okay.
All
Let's
right.
go
Show
for
me
it.
a hieratic.
Whiffed,
I'll take a hieratic.
I was
Okay.
about to say, we'll get the hieratic. I just realized I messed that up. But we'll deal with it. We'll go in.
All right. I will lose my material.
Okay. And that is it for me. Go ahead, buddy.
All right, let's draw for turn. That's not bad. Okay, what do I want to do with this information? So I can't activate monster effects right now.
Correct.
I am going to actually go for a nice tribute summon here of Wattail Dragon.
The nice thing about Wattail Dragon, when it hits the field on my screen here, is that at the end of the day, it's just Summon Skull.
It is really just Summon Skull, but a dragon monster. And I think, bizarrely, the thing that I have to try in against here... Ooh. Neither of these is a particularly great option. I think we have to try and hit into the Shockmaster. Do you have a response on attack deck?
Nothing on attack deck. We may proceed to damage step.
Okay, nothing in damage step.
I will activate... I think I'm going to try for the Nitwit Outwit.
Oh. Okay.
I'll drain the water.
I have no response. I'm going to take quite a bit of damage here.
Yeah, so you're going to take 2,000 because your Wattail is now 300.
All right. It doesn't look good for me. Goodbye, Wattail. And unfortunately, I got to say that that's your turn.
Ooh, okay. That's very funny. Main 1. Shockmaster, declare traps.
Okay.
I'm going to sack Flame Armor for Nebthet.
Okay.
I'm going to sacrifice Nebthet for Sue. Triggered Nebthet.
Okay.
We will grab our Wattail.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll make Shock Bouncer.
And
try for it.
You've got it. Yep.
Ooh, man.
These
These have been some
aggressive with
crazy
Zen mains,
games.
dude.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I guess I should have gotten aggressive with Zen mains as soon as I got it, because that was going to be the way that I guaranteed that I outed Gaga Gardena, and I should have been prepared for the upstart to be able to get you into Shockmaster, because Shockmaster negating monsters was kind of the end of the world for me.
I'll be honest, if you hit in with the Zen mains, that would have been a completely different game, because I had no feasible way to out it. So, best of luck, buddy. You get to go first, and that terrifies me. So let's see what you got.
I do get to go first. I'm actually just going to start off with a hot normal summon wind-up rabbit.
Yeah.
And I will set 2 and pass the turn.
Set 2 on the wind-up rabbit. Not super excited to see that, but that's totally okay. We'll go main 1. I guess we should get the party started here. Let's go for Hanzo.
Ooh, that's really strong. Yeah.
We'll grab ourselves a little ninjutsu art here.
Yep.
And I could attack your rabbit, but you could have plenty of nonsense in the back row. You could also just, like, not care, in all honesty. But I think I'd rather prefer to just set 3 cards and chuck it back to you.
3 back row.
Yeah, I got to make you think about just coming in here with the Hanzo, or with the Zen mains, potentially.
I have a couple of interesting options for dealing with Hanzo, and none of them leave me in a particularly excellent position. Art of Freezing is only direct attacks, right?
No, it is any attack.
Oh. Okay, well.
Does that complicate your plan?
That does complicate my plan considerably. Actually, it simplifies my options, I will tell you that.
Well, that's good. Less thinking. We're all for that here.
Let's... Feels kind of bad. Let's normal summon Shocktopus.
I see. Okay.
I'm going to keep trying to make this work.
Sure. So you can take the 16 and equip the
I will take the
Shocktopus.
200 and then equip the Shocktopus.
Oh, the 200. Yeah, why am I thinking 16? Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'll try in with Wind-Up Rabbit.
I'm already thinking the Shocktopus is like 0 attack when it's my Hanzo that's drained here. Yeah, we'll just freezing.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. I will pass the turn on that.
All right, we'll draw. Oh, that's kind of cool. Main 1. Let's try this. Let's go for Aqua Armor Ninja.
You've got yourself a couple of ninjas.
Yeah, we're just playing a ninja deck, apparently. We'll overlay.
All
Get rid of
right.
that Shocktopus.
There it goes. This Shocktopus has accomplished very little in this match.
Yeah, I guess we'll go for the boy.
Okay. Respectable decision.
Just bring him out. Yeah. We'll try for battle. See what happens.
Okay, I am going to dodge.
Okay. Try for the 25.
I'll take the 25.
That's going to do it for me. Go ahead.
All right, draw for turn. That's
your rabbit
solid.
back.
Standby phase. We will grab Rabbit.
Come on, Mr. Chainbeat player. You should know this. Skip the standby phase. That's like your favorite phase of the whole
It
game.
is. That's
All right.
true. That is my favorite phase. That's okay. I was skipping over to main phase because I am interested in the card I just drew. Now, I have some different ways that I could do this, neither of which is ideal. Think we have to try for this direction. I'm gonna normal summon Wind Up Knight and
Okay.
pass.
I see. We're playing the stall tactic here.
Yes, we are.
Okay. I'll draw. I think the move here... Go to battle. Let's try it.
I am going to luminize.
Okay, so I'm negated. Your knight is now a hefty 4,300 attack. That's
Beefy
terrifying.
guy.
We will go to second main. I'm going to normal summon and a set a card, and pass.
Interesting choices. Let's draw for turn.
I'm also marked that this set is actually just 1,000.
Normal summon to the Asset. I have a feeling that there's a seal of banishment in my future. I think my plan is actually to normal summon Gen X Neutron here. Let's go to battle phase. I'm going to start by attacking into Asset.
You sniffed it out. We will banishment. Go after the wind-up knight.
Okay, that makes sense. There
Would
goes
you like to
Luminize.
redeclare with the Gen X Neutron?
I will shock you by telling I don't think that's the move.
Really? I never would have.
I'm going to set a back row and pass the turn.
We'll draw. That's kind of cool. Interestingly enough, Neutron's another light monster. Could be another Luminize in our future.
Oh, would you like to get Esset's effect?
Oh, from the Tribute.
Yeah.
That I would, and that would actually change the top of my deck. I keep forgetting that that works with banishment. I'm used to it with monsters. So I'll put this back on top, and I will. Thank you. We'll grab... Who the hell do I want? We'll bring out the big boy.
Okay.
Just want a wall. Okay. So this would be my draw for turn. Candidly, that was admittedly infinitely worse than what it would have been otherwise. Rabbit's kind of annoying, but I mean, I feel like I have to do something. Let's go for Flame Armor Ninja.
Okay.
Let's go battle.
That's fine.
I'm going to try the Utopia into the Rabbit.
I will use Rabbit's effect here.
All right. Redeclare on Neutron.
And I'll Luminize.
That does not surprise me. Okay. Sure. So now Neutron is 43, just like the wind-up.
Yep.
Knight. Easy enough.
Big.
Second main, in that case, I unfortunately will just set a card and pray. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. That's an all right one. I do get my wind-up rabbit back.
You do. Yep. I gotta say, these have been some killer games.
They've
that we've
been
had.
real
Usually the tin
solid.
games are not this good.
This is so hairy because I have so many guaranteed ways to out Utopia, and I just cannot draw into them right now.
Well, Luminize sort of gets you there, but there's another step to the process.
Yeah, it does. So it's actually in the graveyard. I think we need to try for it with Neutron into Ray.
All right, I've got a second armor freezing, so thank God for that.
That ends the battle phase. That is not good for me.
Yep.
Thankfully,
too, I just need to control a ninja. It doesn't have to be when the ninja's attacked, so that's pretty sick.
Main phase 2, I will set a back row and pass the turn.
The third Luminize. Oh my God, that might be the best draw in my deck. Holy shit, Robert. I think I am about to absolutely obliterate you. Normal summon Esset. Activate a set targeting Hieratic Seal of the Sun Dragon Overlord.
No, you are not. You are not.
I will overlay my 2 level 8s for the one and only Heliopolis, the Sun Dragon Overlord.
I'm so fucked.
This is insane. Okay. So I did not think we were going to be doing all this crazy shit. This is awesome. All right. So we're going to activate this if this is fine.
Okay. Well, we are not targeting. Okay. Go right ahead.
Okay. So we'll tribute any number of monsters. You got something? You going to tag out your rabbit?
Let's see. You're going to tribute. That's really rough. That's so rough. Because you can just tribute 2 to take out everything I've got. Think I have to use rabbit here. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Do I just lose
now
if this doesn't work out? Hold up. Yeah, I do just lose if this doesn't work out. I think I leave rabbit where it is.
You have to keep rabbit. Okay. You sure? Final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer. I
Okay,
hate things
all right.
that don't target on activation.
So I'm just deciding here how I want to do this. I don't think there's a way to do this that I get everything that I want. So I think I'm just going to do this. We're going to get rid of this camera clops and get rid of your Gen X Neutron.
Okay. That makes sense.
We'll go battle.
Okay.
We're gonna go Utopia into the wind-up rabbit.
Wait a second. Does that work the way... I think I have to go for broke here. I have a really stupid option. I'm going to activate Ego Boost. Do you have a response to the Ego Boost?
Pump to 24. I do not.
I will chain Mirror Mail.
Interesting. So you're going to target it to make us equal, and then Ego Boost will resolve to give you the 1,000 after the fact. I see. Okay. So that is fine. So I will lose 1,000, and my Utopia shall perish.
Okay, well...
That is unfortunate. I could have, like, hypothetically popped your rabbit too, I suppose. But I don't know. I figured that all the back row was, like, useless because you really hadn't used one of them up until now. And I see why. It makes sense. So yeah. I'm gonna pass here.
All right, draw for turn. Show me a monster. It can be literally any monster. That is literally any monster. This is actually incredible. I don't think Mirror Mail planned for the monster to stay on the field after it activates because it is a permanent attack boost.
That is true. So you're 25.
I am going to normal summon Shocktopus.
Oh, you are not.
What do I want to... What's the better option for me here? Yeah, let's just attack it. I will take my 14 if you'll allow it.
I will banish Aqua Armor Ninja from the graveyard to negate your attack.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's fine. I will attack into Flame Armor Ninja.
So I'll take 8 here.
Yeah. All right. Main phase 2. I don't think I have anything else to do with my turn. I'm going to set a back row and I will pass.
I'll draw. This one's coming down to the wire, buddy.
For sure.
Holy crap. Heliopolis.
I have no... think you're going to go after... Okay.
This is a very tough predicament.
This is a really tough predicament. If you target wind-up rabbit, I'm kind of hosed here. If I don't chain...
Well, that's the thing. I don't target. That's what makes this so tough.
I know.
Basically, you have to decide preemptively what I'm thinking, and you get to decide the fate of your rabbit.
So I think I know what you're thinking, and I think this is an awkward one way or the other. So if I don't tag out with rabbit and you get rid of the rabbit, I'm left with... I'm going to leave rabbit in play.
Okay. I will tribute Gen X Neutron, and we will pop the Shocktopus.
I had the feeling. So this was going to work the same way no matter what happened here. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. That was... I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out, but unfortunately you did.
Yeah, okay.
Heliopolis will try to get it.
We're going to use rabbit.
3K to the face.
I will take the 3K. It hurts, but it is the only way I get out of this. Show me.
I will pass.
Oh. Perhaps it does. Okay. I mean, it comes back in attack position, but that's about to not matter. I am going to tribute summon Wattail Dragon. I'm going to set a back row, and I will pass the turn.
Interesting. I'll draw. Okay. What are you up to over here? If you think... That's interesting. So because you did this, I'm sort of the opinion that the card you just set is what's going to allow you to get out of this, and the one that's been set doesn't. Because if you could have just attacked, maybe you would have just tried for it, or maybe you want me to make the move. That also could just be it. I'm just going to set and pass.
All right. Draw for turn. Oh, that couldn't have been better for me. I'm going to normal summon Bright Star Dragon. Do you have a response to Bright Star?
Yo! Okay, I'm down.
I'm going to activate Mini Guts, sacrificing my Bright Star and targeting your hieratic Sun Dragon Lord of Heliopolis.
Jesus Christ. Yep.
Prepare to take a metric fuck ton of damage, Aleximo.
Luminize.
Oh.
Because he just happens to be a light monster.
Hold up. Oh, that doesn't work the way that I want it to. Ooh, that's ugly. That is ugly. Yeah, I mean, it kind of had to happen that way.
Okay. So my Heliopolis is only 2,500 for now.
But...
It'll go to 5,500 at the end of your turn.
It will indeed. I have to pass the turn here.
All right. This is big enough to knock you out. Let's see what happens.
I do not have a response before damage step.
Proceed. What do you got?
Berserk scales is what I have.
I see. Just to
So I
live.
take
Okay.
1,500
2,000
here?
instead of 3.
Oh, yeah, 2,000. Okay.
Yeah, because
There
I'm
it goes.
55 to your now 35. This has been like an anime episode.
Yeah,
What
it has.
the
I
hell?
have one monster in total that gets me out of this. Wait a second.
You did not draw it.
How much attack does Heliopolis have right now? It's
3,000. He's
it's
back down
to
from
3,000.
his 55. Yeah.
Unfortunately, this doesn't do it because you banished Wind Up Knight. Light Ray Daedalus can't be summoned,
Oh
so I lose
my
the
god,
game.
the banish of the Wind Up Knight saved me.
That's rough.
Oh my
God, where are all my like camera clopses and shit? I had so many outs for so long, and I
What
couldn't
an
draw into a single
episode.
one of them.
Holy shit. Good game.
Good
buddy.
games.
That was nuts.
Wow, that was insane.
That was crazy. This may be one of the craziest episodes we've had in this series. This was insane. I can't wait to see your deck.
So you'll get to see a card that did not come up, and is another card I would have loved to see in these circumstances.
What are we looking for? Fiery Fervor?
Oh no. There is a secret rare that I pulled that would have been incredible to top deck at any point in this match.
Medion! Oh
Yeah.
my god!
God, if I had drawn into
That's nuts.
Metaion, I would have been in such good shape. Ugh.
That would have been wild. That would have been like a fitting end for the climax of our episode here. But
Yeah.
thank God you didn't draw that. That would have been a disaster. Wow.
A
What
top
an
decked,
episode.
top decked camera clops would have saved me there. A top decked, believe it or not, a top decked endless decay would have done it for me because my life points were more than 2,000 lower than yours.
Yeah. And my life points were 6,200. It would have been 100 attack more than the Heliopolis,
Yep.
which would have been, that would have been amazing if Endless Decay was the savior of that episode. But I mean, looking at our decks,
Wow,
actually kind of different. So you
hieratic
only
lineup
had
is unbelievable.
my hieratic lineup was insane. Yeah, like I'm looking at your deck. The only hieratic you really have is like Tefnuit. But I
Yeah.
mean, your deck's still solid regardless. Like you have
pulled-
like a nice solid light lineup.
Yeah, I pulled a grand total of, I think, 4 hieratics.
Wow.
Not including
Okay.
Tefnuit. Yeah, so I did very poor. I also pulled 1 Upstart Golden Ninja and I think 0 Art of Freezing and 0 other ninjas beside Hanzo.
I see. So like, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't pull any Shocktopus, and I only pulled 1 Light Ray Daedalus as like a bomb for the light payoff. Where I see you have 2 and a Diabolos, which is crazy. I also only pulled 1 Camera Clops, where I see you pulled 3. That's really strong. So
Yeah,
kudos
for
to you
sure.
there. But it's cool that our decks look so different.
Yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about all of those games for a little while because I think if I had negated with Wind Up Knight instead of trying for the Luminize the first time around, I probably could have had an opportunity to Luminize later on, which could have been good. I don't know. There's a lot to this.
There is. And I think I caught you a little bit off guard with the Aqua Armor Ninja effect as well. Very low-key, but actually quite relevant for an effect. Admittedly, you did help me out because you let me summon the level 8 when I forgot to trigger it off the seal. So if it wasn't for that, I mean, honestly, that probably would have, like, did me in. But I appreciate you being a pal nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. This was a wild match. I can't believe I'm saying this having looked at my my opening deck. I would have played this match again. Absolutely.
I would, 100%. This was a lot of fun. So guys, that's gonna wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout out the patrons for all of their continued support. So shout out to Shadow1317, Tim00x3, Moto, MBT Playing the Dolce, Cameron Smith, Pony Stark, Part 2, The Synchro Guy, Dan Manhoben, Phoenix the Immortal, Dixon Yamada, Draconic, Jordan Coons, Iron Bladesman, Jesse Wood, Chris Hood, Valen Jackson, Little Fadeleaf, Dylan Hunter, Cody Brett's Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Hornet, and Taisho. Thanks for the sleeves, Dad. Max, Matthew Brady, Twinkle Muncher, Dalton, Luabon, Yodabon. I've tried reading cards before, it was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to give me therapy. Helios515, Simos Chaos Cooking Draft, Cheeks McLafferty, Stolpen Amethyst, Nim Noodle, Malabranch of the Burning Tunnels, Wonder Waffle, MBT Cancelled by all Community soon, Cancelled by all Committee soon, Cancelled by all Players soon, Sakura-san, Shrugzix, The Crystal Beast Enthusiast, ITF, Corvain, and True Dragon Gaming. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.